Alrighty, SuperBenny here, and today we are talking about all the latest video game news. I've got so much news that I didn't want to put in loads of random videos, so I just like to, I haven't done one of these in a while, just put them all together, tell you all about the latest bits and bobs that are going on in the video game world. Maybe there's some games that might interest you that you've maybe just missed by, because there's games coming out every couple of weeks, feels like it. So let's get into the video game news, all the cool stuff that's been happening, and we'll just run through it pretty quickly. So yeah, let's go through. So the biggest thing announced recently was Star Fox. Star Fox is getting a new game, which looks pretty exciting, to be fair. I mean, I love the original, and it's just great to see it back. You've also got Stranger Than Heaven that also recently did quite a big sort of presentation of how that game's going to be. Seems very heavy on the music, and I don't know who that might really appeal to in the future. So yeah, an interesting one, but a weird one, which was initially a little bit interesting, but we'll see how that one goes. GameStop said that we're trying to buy eBay. I don't know which between one of them is more dead. Both are pretty dying off, so it just seems weird where GameStop's getting their money from. We'll see where that ends. Neo Geo announced their console. Everyone was reporting about that. I mean, I have Guru, I have a lot of the King of Fighters games, of Metal Slug. It's more just rehashing the same sort of material, but it's an affordable sort of way to get hold of those games and perfect for sort of collectors and that kind of thing. So I totally get it, and it's a bit cool, but as I say, I'm pretty okay with what I have. But that might be up your street if you love Neo Geo. Patapon is back also. Patapon is getting a new physical release. You'll see that very, very soon as well. Pragmata recently released to very, very good reviews. You can also go play out the demo as well, which is a very good Capcom game as well. 007 First Light releases at the end of this month. You can also get a DualSense for that as well. And I don't know if you've seen with the Coca-Colas as well, if you want to win a chance to get a Rare console or you want to get the game code as well. My friend actually won the game code by buying the Caffeine Zero Coca-Colas, which taste-wise ain't amazing, but hey, you might get a free game there, so that might be worth doing. Tekken 3, you can actually buy King's shoes now. So if you want to wear a tracksuit and get yourself a copy of King's shoes, you can do that now as well. What a time to be alive. Lost Ember, it's coming to PS5 soon. It's kind of meh. You got Super Meat Boy coming as well. You got Invincible, Blood Rain Collection. There's just a whole ton of sort of games coming out. So it's hard to keep up with some of these indie titles, big titles. As I say, loads are coming out. One that was kind of slightly disappointing, Horizon Chase Turbo 2, which I was kind of excited about, now actually been cancelled. And they've also taken off the Horizon Chase off a lot of the game sites as well. So it's coming a bit rare now. It's a brilliant game. If you haven't already got it, I think it was for the PlayStation Plus 1 month, years back. But you can also download it on your phone. So yeah, big fan of Horizon Chase Turbo, and sad times that it isn't going to get its sequel. That was pretty pumped for. Shenmue 3 Enhanced is coming out. I'm going to do a separate video about that, but Shenmue 3 Enhanced, it's more kind of easier and a little bit, a few additions added onto it. Not a great investment, is it? These, with the Shenmue 3 games sort of coming out, they always drop ridiculously low in prices. But if you want to go support Yu Suzuki, that project, I backed the Kickstarter, so, and I don't really play much originally, so Shenmue 3 Enhanced is out, and also the collector's editions as well, which look pretty cool as well, with the Rio doing his training. So yeah, that is coming out soon. Mouse PI, that's out. If you like sort of Cuphead and that style of graphics. You've got the Mario Galaxy movie that's currently out at the moment, so if you want to watch some gaming things. You've got Street Fighter the movie as well coming out very soon, which I'll probably go and watch as well. Speaking of movies, there is the new Lara Croft movie as well, but it's got the woman from Game of Thrones on there, and I don't know, it might be rubbish. There's God of War TV series. There was a new Resident Evil film announced as well, which is not kind of true to what the games would be, but hey, it's Resident Evil, you know. What else of cool news? A Lego Mega Drive is on the horizon. Yeah, pretty interesting. I know a lot of people like really love to collect for like Sega and the Mega Drive. They went crazy for those initial like little dioramas that I told you about ages ago. What else we got? We've got Starfield out on the PS5 now, along with Forza Horizon and the rest of them. The rest of the Xbox games, Gears of War and all this coming to PS5. You've got the Marvel Maximum Collection coming out, which is a load of like old Marvel games bundled together, a bit like Jurassic Park and a few other little collections that are coming out. So if you want to hit up some retro and get a few like nice little collection games coming, there's that as well. Pools, which I played out on the channel, which is kind of like a weird environmental eerie kind of game, very very cheap. That's coming July 9th. That's pretty good. I also heard Wolfenstein 3 is in production, which I'm quite a big fan of Wolfenstein. I didn't really like the last sort of game they brought out, but Wolfenstein 2 was decent, so that might be something to look out for. What else we've got? Oh yeah, there was loads of weird merch for like Resident Evil 9. There's watches, there was cars, there was even, I'm not sure if they were doing pull-up bars in Japan. I don't know what was going on there. You've got more Nier Automata on the way. They're pretty good for PS4. Even the PS3 game's pretty good, Nier. So yeah, I'm going to get some more Nier Automata on the way. I did see some like Katamari merch out there as well. There's Silent Hill F merchandise as well. I think it's like a perfume. Oh yeah, weirdness. Then we had the PlayStation sort of state of play. There was quite a few sort of games, but it's better to wait to see what actually comes out. I know was it one of the Dragon games, which was going to be like a Yakuza game, that's already been cancelled, so you're better off waiting until, oh yeah, it is actually coming out. Bit like GTA at the end of this year should be coming out, but hey, it's 2026, and until you start seeing pre-orders and games for these things, it's not worth getting too excited about. So yeah, stay sort of get ready for it kind of thing. Wolverine is on the horizon as well, but it's murmurs again. You've got Naughty Dog as well, which like you haven't seen any updates for these things, so hey ho. Project Windless as well looked pretty good on that. It was like a big giant chicken with sort of God of War elements, but we don't know anything a bit more about that with the combat, but we'll see how that goes. Darwin's Paradox as well, played the demo of that. That's coming soon. Pretty fun game, to be fair. Pretty fun game. I didn't mind that. What else in the news? Apparently there's a very rare Bible game people are going nuts for on the Nintendo Game Boy, just because of its scarcity and that kind of thing. People collect any sort of thing for no reason. We've also got the Bomberman collection coming out, which I'm super hyped for. We've also got Dave the Diver, which comes with a very cool collector's edition too, so there's plenty to look forward to from the summer to going to Christmas. A few more little things. We've also got the Disney Afternoon collection coming out, which has got like DuckTales, Chip and Dale. Yeah, pretty decent sort of ones. I know they did like a Disney version on the PS4, so you could be able to pick that up on PS5 and Nintendo Switch coming up. So yeah, that looked interesting. You've also got Old Spice and Mario collabing. It must be for the movie. Um, Old Spice is more of like an old thing. I remember my granddad used to wear a bit of Old Spice. So yeah, Old Spice branded on the on the with the Mario movie. So for those collectors out there who collect everything. There was also some Dragon Quest burgers that look pretty cool in Japan. Um, there is some quite interesting things around sort of Spain and Europe occasionally as well through like different games and different animes. It's always cool to see. I did see like an Evangelion, like Transformers was with some of the meals and stuff they were giving out. So yeah, just really cool. So just keep an eye on that for sort of rare merch and that kind of thing. There's a new Resident Evil movie coming out. I already mentioned that. Naruto collabed recently with eFootball. I'm a big anime fan. And yeah, it was just very cool to see that with sort of PES and Konami and that kind of thing. So they're collabing eFootball and Naruto, and they had like some Barcelona like sort of collabs and all that kind of thing. So yeah, it's cool to see Naruto and football game collabing there. Speaking of sports, we've got NBA The Run coming out, which is kind of like a modern day NBA Jam, which is kind of a little bit of interesting. Not too many characters with it, but hey ho. You've also got Dementium, the Ward. That's coming out. You're originally on the Nintendo DS. It's a bit of a rare game on there. I don't know how it sort of plays up to sort of modern day consoles, but collectors out there, PS5, Switch, you get Dementium the War coming out to you. Sega Universe also announced they're trying to do like this open sort of world. We're still waiting on those like the quadruple A titles coming for Jet Set Radio. I think it's Crazy Taxi and possibly Golden Axe, which was announced ages ago. But yeah, get it together, Sega. So yeah, Sega Universe appears it's going to be like Knights, maybe Streets of Rage, possibly. He said a few other things. I'll leave it there for you. But as I say, we need to see some proof in the pudding. These days, they're more interested in their little in the little kind of host singing games and all that kind of stuff they love over there. So yeah, whatever. We'll see if that turns up. If it does. I already mentioned ages ago about Code Veronica possibly coming onto the PS5. There is listings of that on the internet, so we'll see if that comes. Virtua Fighter 5, Revo. I mean, Virtua Fighter 5, how many re-releases of that do we need? Expedition 33 Steelbook is also on the horizon for like June. If you want to see some of like these cool things that are coming out, I already suggest like collectorseditions.co.uk already sort of list a lot of these things that are coming out, which are very cool. So you can keep an eye on cool editions coming out. What else I've got on here? There's like a new Sekiro anime that looked alright. If you're a fan of Sekiro and anime, the My Arcades are meant to be coming out still. They showed them, but they're still not quite ready. There's like some Streets of Rage ones, Golden Axe ones. I think currently you can still get like Sonic ones and Mega Man ones. Yeah, cool mini arcades you want to add to your collection. There's loads of those out, so go check out My Arcade. Formation Z is meant to be releasing. That looked kind of interesting as well, so I just thought I'd mention that. There is a game on Steam where you can actually be a sperm and go round, and it's all about like the beginning of life and that kind of thing, which was a very weird sort of indie game. Yeah, it's called Become. It's called. You've also got Rage of the Dragons. That's a bit of one not too many talk about, but very, very cool. I know there's Rumblefish as well. It's like a really cool sort of fighting game. So yeah, that interests me. There's Hi-Fi Rush as well. That's on limited run. There's quite a few decent limited run games on the horizon. So yeah, I think that's it for the video game news so far. maybe a few little interesting titles you might want to pick up for the Switch, PS5, Xbox, that kind of thing. Yeah, I think hit all the marks there. So yeah, also let me know anything else you might have heard of, maybe cool that's coming out. Drop them in the comments. Yeah, that's video game news that's been announced, and maybe some interesting things you might want to pick up in the future. Take care. Alrighty, got some extra video game news for you as well, hidden here. Roller Coaster Tycoon, what a classic. CX has been closing down over in Netherlands. We've got some cool little driving games coming out as well. Loads of coming of age sort of camper games. Back in the day, it was actually cheaper to buy consoles than to go buy actual sort of hardware and software. This is a very underrated, cool little Switch game, bit of a hidden gem there. Some cool little Shinobi Sega bosses are coming out as a new DLC for the Art of Vengeance. High Guard shut down came as no surprise, even though it was hyped up massively by Jeff Knightley. Whatever. Yeah, I found a load of cool sort of blister packs around Europe as well that I thought pretty interesting and show you as well. They're very cool around France and all that kind of stuff. Ball Pit is coming out very, very soon. You can get a physical copy of that, which I'm pretty hyped for. He-Man is on the way as well. You've got Denshin Attack there, which is like a weird sort of roller coaster with trains and that kind of stuff. I didn't realise back in the day Primal Rage had loads of merch. There's even like Halloween masks and all sorts of weird stuff and toys. I don't know if you know this, but you can actually open your bottles of beer up with your N64 controller. Layers of Free got announced as well by Blooper Team. This one looked pretty interesting too. It's called Windrunners. Give it a little look. Captain Tsubasa 2 announced, a fantastic game. And you've also got here Expedition 33 being stopped by customs in Iraq because they thought it was some sort of artifact from back in the day. That was pretty interesting for the collector's edition. That happened to one guy. Dolphin Blue here is a bit of a hidden gem. It's a bit like a Metal Slug type game, so go give that a little look. Daytona Arcade Machine, nice to see a new game arcade of that. GameStop are also shutting down more of the stores. Bad times for retail. Gaming Grandpa here in, I think it's in China or Japan. Oh yeah, China. And he completed Resident Evil. More Moss is coming. Fantastic VR game, so that's pretty cool to see. More Panzer Dragoon is coming to PlayStation. Very, very cool. Can't wait for that. Got some new games as well for May. I'll give a little Star Wars Outlaws a little go. It's not too bad. This is like a Mega Drive over in China. Very, very rare. They actually kind of combined it with like sort of VHS and VCR back in the day. So they kind of sneaked it over back in the day. But yeah, very, very cool. I thought I'd show you that. Quagsire vehicle in Japan. Weirdness as always. The Scramble Vice on Steam looked pretty interesting as well. So I thought give you a bit of a heads up on that. Maybe you want to give that a little go. There's also a very cool Astrobot hard drive as well that came out. Atomic Heart is getting a nice little edition with steelbooks as well. You got Life is Strange, which has got like the whole sort of collection in it. Out of Sight there. More Pokemon weirdness as well. Also some more sort of weird controllers I came across. That was a weird game for the Dreamcast back in the day. And probably one of my favourite stories of all time is so many people try to rob stores with Nintendo guns. That's it for now. Take care.